Hello one, hello all, welcome. Happy Friday the 13th. It's early, late night still. Still no sun out. But Vince DeSanti, director of Never Hike Alone, of Womp Stomp Films, has sent me a link that that is live as this goes up. But I told him I would do a live reaction, and here it is. Again, it's still early in the morning, but you guys can click on that info below. I guess I'll talk about the other bit of info because perhaps this video leads into that, but it appears to be by the title of the video, it's a music video. So interesting. That's as much as I have as far as this link is concerned. So we're going to just experience this together. Genuine first experience. So if I'm not into it, you'll see it. If I'm into it, you will. And if I'm meh, I guess well, actually, I'm not really one to emote anyway. But I digest. Here it is. It's called "Never Hike Alone, Disappear," a Friday the 13th music video. In 3, and I don't have to count it down. You guys can see it, or not. Oh, it is produced by him. Okay. Oh, Renee. All right, awesome. I'm assuming Renee shot this. Is that a bad assumption?
I told you we'd find this place. This camp's ancient.
Come on, babe, let's go down by the lake.
Oh, the fucking head.
Disappear, I'm no longer here. One with the darkness, cloaked in its sadness. A breath in the wind, a shadow in the night.
Green Jeep. Always a perfect shot. Such an unfulfilling lifestyle. Lifestyle? Yes! Alrighty. Shit. I hit play again. That is not meant to happen. Well, you saw it at the well, I guess we'll get to the video itself. I am, for as much as people have, I mean, I think I even gave him a little bit of a ribbing regarding Never Hike Alone. The one thing I always associate with Never Hike Alone is that the bass and the presence of Jason walking, and it was kind of weird seeing Ghost Jason with no presence. It was not no presence, just that I don't know. A lot of people don't like it. I like the it is a home theater experience, having those loud thuds when he walks, and he's never mind. It's not in this video. It's just strange seeing something I'm familiar with and not hearing the thing that I'm not familiar with. Interesting video. Nice to see a couple of little nods, if you will. I'm assuming I want to say that green Jeep was on purpose, knowing how well educated Vince is. I don't know. I haven't had a discussion with him regarding this at all. So it could be coincidence. It isn't the exact same color green as Pamela's Jeep. Again, it didn't appear to be her Jeep anyway, as it was those three unfortunate partiers. But beautifully shot again. How many times can you watch a Friday the 13th movie and just talk about the shots, the cinematography? It is so. I mean, they were turning a profit back then. They weren't trying to be pretty about it, I guess, in a lot of those films. I mean, not much. 6 sticks out to me as far as cinematography is concerned. But now here we go. A second piece shot by, Vince, directed by Vince. That is just gorgeous. I could be Halloweening. I could be fanboying out a bit. Because it is Jason, finally something for me to chew on, and it's technically a fan film, and it's so frustrating that Warner and that entire situation, that lawsuit hasn't been straightened out. Like, it's unfortunate. On top of which, you have all these franchises coming back, and the best thing Friday the 13th related is technically fan film related, and hats off, a music video that I don't know if I were to rank it officially within the franchise. Apologies to Vince, Womp Stomp Films, Never Hike Alone, and Disappear. Doesn't have that official logo on it. It doesn't go into my rankings, but if it were, it would certainly be top half, easy. 4 minutes 13 seconds, and the important part, I guess, for everybody, most importantly me, is remember that snow Friday the 13th we were supposed to get years ago, when Friday the 13th 2009 was getting a sequel. They were making a big deal about it being in the snow, and I always thought, the dead of winter, the white of snow, that really neat symbolism for horror, and we're still waiting for that. But leave it to the best person to make a Friday the 13th film, this side of the 21st century to give us snowy Jason. And so the announcement is made today that they are making Never Hike in the Snow. And the IndieGogo link is down below. So I will be supporting when I can. I'll be spreading the word however I can, as I am here. Again, now this is the second product that Vince has put out that's Friday the 13th related. That this 4 minutes is better than at least a quarter of the franchise. So, and now he's done this twice. It's not a a sophomore slump, so to speak. He's done it twice, and I have full confidence that he's going to knock it out of the park. And now I finally get to be on the other end of this and know it's coming because Never Hike Alone was something that I just didn't know about. It was out on YouTube for a while, and people were like, "Hey, you gotta watch." And I found out for which reasons people were genuinely getting on my tail about it. And I'm happy I did. So I'm in front of this one, and I cannot endorse this enough. And again, this, if it were only on the heels of Never Hike Alone, it'd be like, yeah, all right, so he did that, but all right, so now he's done two. This is technically not even really a thing, but technically in the world of Friday the 13th, this is all those Star Wars books that aren't recognized because it's not technically Lucasfilm, whatever. Same shit here. Sure, this isn't technically Paramount, Warner Brothers pumping this out, but fucking good. I'm excited. I'm excited to see where we go with that. It's interesting to see. I'm curious. See, I have more questions about Jason's day now. Does he just sit and wait? And just sit and wait with a head? I'm assuming that's supposed to be Mom's head, but man, what kind of chemicals are being put into that head to keep it somewhat recognizable? Again, that's an assumption. Could be somebody else's head. I don't know. I don't know why we put candles around somebody else's head, but again, lots of little trinkets there, like the original, the OG 1980 sign. Which, if I'm not mistaken, is on the ground in Never Hike Alone. I'm gonna have to. Maybe this is a different part of the camp. Maybe a prequel of sorts. Who? Lots of questions. I have many questions, and some of which I have answers for, and some I genuinely have questions. Like if his day, does he just sit? He doesn't eat. So he just sits and waits for other people to kill and then brings them back to his process of sitting, waiting, almost like yoga. But to the task at hand, let's get this movie made. Movie? Yeah, it's technically a movie. It's not a... Right, yeah. Let's get this movie made. Support that IndieGogo however you can. If you have no idea of what I'm talking about, you just watched some of the work down below. Never Hike Alone is a fan film. It is free. Educate yourself. Again, as somebody who really, the two F words together, I really get nervous when people say fan film. But it's a different time, and because of this movie, only because of Never Hike Alone, the first one, do I perk up a little bit when somebody starts talking about fan films. But this, again, I don't like putting those two F words together. Go watch Never Hike Alone and tell me about how fan filmy it is, because it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. It's tight. It knows what it needs to do. It knows the budget it has, and it excels in all of those areas. And oh boy, does it pay off with some surprises. Again, not fan filmy at all by any stretch. That's all I will say. So, by all means, if you're like me and have any interest in seeing new Friday the 13th material, which as far as officially is concerned, doesn't look good right now. Why not? Why not go support this with the same money you would have given to any other Friday the 13th project, and maybe send a message that us fans are ready, and maybe give the helm. Let Vince take over the next official project if you guys can quit bickering with each other. But again, I will be supporting. I would implore you to do the same. The link is down below. Never hike in the snow. Happy Friday the 13th.